In a small Jewish town lived a merchant named Avraham. He was respected for his honesty and order in business, but in people's hearts there was a quiet bitterness. Avraham never helped anyone. If a neighbor's barn burned down, he would reply, "I'm planning to build an addition myself." If a widow asked for grain, "The harvest is poor this year. I barely have enough for myself." And his refusals always sounded like convincing excuses. One winter, a neighbor named Itzhak ran out of firewood. His children were freezing. He came to Avraham, in whose yard lay mountains of wood. "Give me some wood. I'll return it in the spring." Avraham replied, "If I give to you, others will come, and I don't know how long this winter will be." Itzhak left with nothing. All night, he chopped the last branches from his old orchard just to keep his children warm. In spring, a widow named Miriam broke her shovel. She came to Avraham. "Give me an old shovel. I'll return it after the harvest." The merchant replied, "Tools are expensive. Give one today, and it may not come back tomorrow. I'm sorry." The widow dug the earth with her hands until neighbors took pity and brought her an old iron rod. One day, a distant relative named Eliezer brought his sick son to Avraham. "You have a wagon. Help me take my child to the doctor, or he won't survive until morning." Avraham frowned. "The wagon is old. The horses are tired. I'm sorry." Eliezer carried the child in his arms along the dark road. Only a miracle saved the boy. A farmer with a cart happened to meet them on the way. People whispered. Rabbi Reuven said to his students, "A true refusal rarely sounds direct. A person hides behind words. No time, no extra. I need it myself. But these are just clothing for one word, no." "So Avraham is evil?" the students asked. "No, he is cowardly. He is afraid to part with his wealth. But when a person always finds an excuse to refuse, his heart has already decided that he will not share." Years passed. Avraham grew old. His business declined. One summer, a fire broke out in the town. Avraham stood aside and said, "I have no bucket. Mine is full of holes." The neighbors worked silently without him. Avraham was left alone. His sons had moved away. His shop closed. One day, he came to a neighbor. "Lend me some firewood. I have no strength to heat my stove." The neighbor replied, "Do you remember how you yourself said, 'The harvest is poor. I barely have enough. Now my supplies are low. I'm sorry.'" For the first time, Avraham understood what it meant to be among those who are refused. At the end of his life, he came to the rabbi. "I was never rude. I simply couldn't." The rabbi replied, "You always could. You had wood, a wagon, bread, but you were afraid to lose what was yours. Do you know what you did lose? People's hearts. People hate not the refusal, but the excuses, because they sense this is a lie hiding greed." And he added, "Anyone who seeks an excuse not to help not only refuses their neighbor, but also loses themselves."